There we are. Okay. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be doing Module 3, Lesson 2. The objective for this lesson is that we're going to apply the distributive and the commutative properties to relate multiplication facts of 5 times n to 6 times n, where n is the size of the unit. So basically we're going to be saying 5 groups of 6, 6 groups of 5, where 5 tells us how big the unit is. Now, do you remember what the distributive property means from Module 1? That means the take apart property, where we're going to take it all apart into little pieces. The commutative property we reviewed yesterday, and that was when we can flip the numbers before the equal sign in order to make it in an addition sentence or a multiplication sentence, and the answer will be the same. Okay, here we go. Maybe. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see. There. Maybe that's not the one I want. There we go. Okay, computers. You know, it seems like in the morning my computer just doesn't like to work so well. Okay, here we go. Let's start with our pen. Okay. Jocelyn says 7 5s has the same answer as 3 7s plus 2 7s. Is she correct? Explain why or why not. Okay, well, let's talk about that. What is 7 5s? Where's my pen? Trying to find it. There we are. Find my little mouse. There. 7 5s. Well, that would be the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what's 7 5s? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, okay. So 7 5s is 35. What would be another way to write 7 5s? I'm thinking it might just be 7 times 5, right? Okay. Now, here we go. Now let's see what the deal is with this part. She says it's the same as 3 7s plus 2 7s. Well, let's see. What would 3 7s be? This would be the same as 7 plus 7 plus 7. Well, let's count by 7. 7, 14, 21. So 3 7s would be 21. 2 7s is going to be a 7 plus a 7, right? Or this could also be 7 times 3, and this can also be 7 times 2. Okay, so what's 2 7s? That's a double. Well, we know that right off the bat. That's 14. Okay, so she says that if we add it up, that 21 plus 14 is going to make 35. Is that true? Well, let's do it and see. 21 plus 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. Are they the same? They sure are. That's because she took it apart. So, I'm going to clean this up. She said 7 5s is the same as 3 7s. What would be the commutative property of 7 5s? Well, this is 7 times 5. So the commutative property is going to be 5 times 7. And this is 5 7s. So 7 5s equals 5 7s. Okay? Now, if that's the case, we can take 5 7s apart, right? Just turn this into a number bond. What can we take it apart as? We could take it apart as a 1 and a 4, as a 2 and a 3, as a 4 and a 1. Okay? So they just happen to do a 3 and a 2, and we just taken apart the 5 7s. But we're remembering that this is not just 3 and 2. This is 3 7s. This is 2 7s. Okay, now let's explore something a little bit more. Now, I'm going to draw a picture, and I want you to watch as I draw this picture. If I can find my pencil. Okay, here we go. So this is a circle, and each one of my circles is going to be a group of sevens. Now I have, this would be 1 7. This is 2 7s. This would be 3 7s. This is 4 7s. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 7s. Okay, what does 5 7s total? Do you remember? It's the same as 7 5s. What does it total? This one totals 35, right? Okay, now this right here is 5 groups of 7. The commutative property for this would be what? That's going to be 7 groups of 5, correct? Okay, now what do they all equal? They all equal 35, all of them. So 5 times 7 is 35, 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, now what would happen if I did, what if I said, what is 5 7s? Now each one of these I've added one more 7, haven't I? I did 3 7s plus 1 7 over here. I did 4 7s plus another 7 over here. Well, let's imagine that we can move on with our picture. Okay? Let's erase this so we have a little bit more room. Okay. Now, what if I wanted to do, what is 5 7s plus 1 7? So I know this is 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus another 7. How many would that be? So I know what 5 7s is. I know 5 7s 35. What do I have here? Now I have 5 7s plus 1 7. How many 7s was that? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 5 plus 1 is 6, right? So 5 7s plus 1 7 is 6 7s. Okay, this is really what? Give me a multiplication sentence for this. This is really 5 7s plus 1 7 equals 6 7s, right? Okay, so what if we didn't know what 6 times 7 was? This is how we could figure it out. Well, we know what 5 times 7 is because we just figured that one out. That one's 35. And what is 1 times 7? Well, one group of 7 is 7. That's all it is. All right, here we go. So 35 plus 7. Well, what do we have? 5 plus 7 is, that's the one you had to remember and memorize. That one is 12. 1 10 plus 3 10s is 4 10s. So, what is 6 7s? It is 42. The answer is 42. Okay, now, do you see how we took apart 6 7s? We can take it apart. We can put it together. If we take it apart, we're using the distributive property. If we put them together, we're adding, aren't we? Okay, so this one we added 5 7s plus another 7. If I go backwards, I just take it apart, right? It's kind of like Legos. Now, what is similar, or how is 5 7s and 6 7s related? Or, my next question is, losing my pencil here, how is 5 times 7 related to 5, oops, 5, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go, it's fine. How is 5 times 7? How are they similar? How are they related? What's the difference between them? Well, let me draw that picture again real quick. This is the picture of the 5, 7, 3, 4, 5. Get the computer to catch up. Okay, here we go. Find my mouse again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 5 sevens. Now, this is 5 sevens. We added 2, 3, 4, 5 sevens, and then we added another 7, and now we have 6 sevens. So what's the difference between them? Say I wanted to subtract. What's the difference between 5 sevens and 6 sevens? So if I wanted to find that out, I could do 6 sevens take away 1 7, or 5 sevens, right? What's the difference between them? Well, what is 6 take away 5? I just gave you the answer. What is it? It's 1 7, right? Or one group of 7, or one group of 7 over here. Do you understand? So we just add the only thing that's different between 5 sevens and 6 sevens, or 5 times 7 and 6 times 7, is one group of 7. Okay? Now, real quick, what is the commutative property of 6 times 7? This is a quick review. It is 7 times 6. Remember the commutative property? Okay. Distributive property. That's the taking apart one. What would be a distributive property of 6 sevens? We need to take it apart. Well, gosh, it could be 3 sevens plus 3 sevens. It could be, what? How else can you make 6? It could be 1 7 plus 5 7. What else could it be? Well, let's see. It could be 2 sevens. Whoops. It could be 2 sevens plus 4 sevens. Right? Any one of these, well, it looks like a C. Any one of these would be considered the distributive property because I'm taking apart this group of this 6, aren't I? Because 3 plus 3 is 6, 1 plus 5 is 6, 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay? I just took it all apart. All right. If you can't remember, come back to this video and review it again. Good luck with your homework.